Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. We have so many crafts on my craft table today that we need to get accomplished. So let's go ahead and get started on today's video. I took these canisters from the Dollar Tree. They were $1.25 each, and these are glass jars. What I did was I opened up the glass jar and I poured in some Crafters Collection paint. I got this from Hobby Lobby and it is in the shade Princess Pink. There's a shade right there and it was 49 cents. And I did 3 jars, and I also used my Cricut to cut out some words. I'm going to have a jar for rubber bands, 1 jar for my USB sticks, and 1 jar for my MOSAIC tiles. So let's go ahead and weed out these 3 and put them on the glass jars. I got my weeding tool from the Dollar Tree. Of course, if you watch a few of my other videos, you know that I stock up on those. I also got the vinyl from Amazon, and I will have it linked down in the description box below, along with all of the other items that I'll be using in this video. Okay, now I'm going to take a piece of transfer tape, and I'm just going to do a little piece on the corner. I don't know where my bottle of alcohol went, but I am going to take some 100% pure acetone and just go over the front of it, because I know that I have had these containers for a long time and I've used them for several different things, so we just need to get all of those oils off of it. So I'm just going to put a little bit, a little bit on the front of these containers. Make sure they're all clean. Alright, so now that they are dry and free of any sort of oils, I'm going to take my transfer tape, put it on top, just like that. Then I'm going to take my scraper tool and just make sure that the vinyl has adhered to the transfer tape. And then we're going to peel off the backing. Alright, now I'm going to get it as center as possible. Then I'm going to take my scraper tool again, make sure that the vinyl is good and on the jar. Alright, now I'm going to peel the transfer tape up. And look how cute that turned out. Let's go ahead and do the other 2 jars. We're going to be using the same piece of transfer tape. Use our scraper tool again. Scrape it down again, make sure it's on there really, really good. Okay, now for the last one. Alright, and here is how all 3 of these jars turned out. I love these so much. And again, this is the Crafters Collection paint from Hobby Lobby. You just unscrew the lid, pour some paint in there, move the jar around. I let my jars dry for about 24 hours, and then they are pretty much good. But you could set them upside down on like a paper towel just to let those dry. But these turned out so cute. I cannot wait to go ahead, fill them up, and display them on my shelves in my craft room. Let's go ahead and move on to the next craft. I bought these containers from the Dollar Tree probably over a year ago, but every single time that I go in there, they always have them. They're called the candy jars, and they can sit straight up and down like this, or they can sit slanted, and so I always display them slanted. So for these containers, I wanted to label the lids of these, And I just have washi tape, pom-poms, and some buttons in these containers. I have a lot more buttons, but I just didn't fill them up yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and move these out of the way. I used my Cricut and I cut out some circles in here. And these are 3.75 inches wide, and you just put them in there. And I also cut out some vinyl words with my Cricuts, and so let's go ahead and just weed these out. Okay, so now that I have weeded everything, I'm going to take this circle, and I'm also going to be taking a piece of transfer tape. I'm going to place it on top just like that. I'm going to take my scraper tool and I'm just going to go over it just like that. And let's see. Okay, I think I just need to do it more towards the top. Maybe like that. And I don't want to push down too hard because I don't want to rip up this cardstock. So let's see how good we can get it on there. And these can always be replaced, these little cardstock inserts. Okay. And then just put it in there, and it's kind of snug so it doesn't actually fall out. But look how cute that is. And so now we're just gonna put it on top, and look, that is so cute. That just elevates the little containers whenever you're looking at them in your craft room. So I think that turned out super cute. Let's do the other two really fast. Okay, so now that we are done with that, I'm just going to go ahead and put on the lids. And look how cute those turned out. I really, really like this. I think it just elevates the craft room a little bit more. Let's go ahead and move on to the next craft. I have been eyeballing these keychains at Hobby Lobby for quite some time. So I went ahead and bought these, and I used my Cricut to cut out some words. Let's go ahead and start weeding our vinyl, and then we will apply the vinyl to the keychains. And these were $2.79, and it comes in a pack of 6. Okay, now that I have weeded these 3, let's go ahead and take out the keychains. And we're just gonna do one of each color. Alright, so I'm going to do the gold on the black and gold, the pink on the white, and then the white on the pink, just like that. And then let's go ahead and take a piece of transfer tape. We will start with this one. Alright, let's take our scraper tool. And then let's try to get it as center as possible, of course. Just like that. And then let's take our scraper tool again to make sure that this vinyl has adhered all the way, since we will be using this pretty much daily. Since it's going to go on a car key chain, you do want to make sure that it is good on there. Go ahead and peel up that transfer tape, and look how cute that one turned out. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do this one. I do see a letter in here that I forgot to weed out. Okay. All right, let's take our scraper tool again, peel off that transfer tape. Look how cute that one turned out. Oh my goodness. I am just loving all of these projects. I feel like I have not used my Cricut in quite some time, just because I did so many vinyl projects, kind of got a little bit burnout on it. And now that I have been using my Cricut machine again, it's like I have a new crafting machine, even though, you know, I've had it for several years. It's not really new, but just to bring it out again, it is nice. And then I did want to add just a few of these flowers on here. Maybe 3 of them. Let's see. There's a little centerpiece in it. Okay. Let's just put this one like right there. Alright, and this is how all 3 of them turned out. We have This Must Be the Place, Mama, and Tired Moms Club. I am going to be giving these to my friends, and I'm also going to be keeping one for myself. So let's go ahead and move on to the next project. I picked up 2 of these pouches at my Dollar Tree. They are currently $1.25, so let's go ahead and just take out the insert. It came with 2 little Barbie hangers. I went ahead and took those out as well. And we are going to be using one for my Cricut pens, and then we're also going to be having the second one for markers. I love weeding out big letters because it's so easy. Let's see, we have a middle here and another middle right there. I'm going to be taking a piece of transfer tape again. Let's do it the long way. We'll cut just about 1.5 inches. And then we're going to be using our scraper tool to make sure that it's good and on there. Now, since I don't know where my rubbing alcohol is, I'm just going to put the vinyl directly on here. I don't want to use 100% pure acetone because it will melt the plastic. So let's go ahead and just put it on here. Just like that. Oops. Okay, we're gonna have to go really slow on this one. I'm gonna try to use my scraper tool. I just don't want to end up tearing this front plastic piece. So if you're gonna have to use your scraper tool, just be extra careful. So we have that one, and let's go ahead and do the second one. And this one is going to be for my markers. Go ahead and take out those middles again. Alright, we're going to have to peel it up from the back because do you see how the letter goes over the transfer tape? That's completely fine. We just need to make sure that we peel it up from behind, just like that. All right, and then let's go ahead and just put it down on the front. This one seems to be peeling off a lot more easier. Okay, so the reason why I made these is so I can kind of clear off my desk a little bit. I'm trying to go for a more organized craft room. And so just these little pouches will help out tremendously. And I got these markers from Five Below in their arts and crafts section. These work really, really good. I would compare them to the Hobby Lobby markers that they have. And let's see, they are double-sided. It has a broad and a fine tip. Okay, and so here is just a little pouch for my markers. And this is what I have been keeping my Cricut pens in, along with some other tools. So I'm just gonna go ahead and transfer these right now. And so that is where I'm going to be storing my Cricut pens. That way that it's just easier to grab, put next to my Cricut machine if I'm going to be using those for the day. But if not, we'll go ahead and just, you know, put them in a basket or on a shelf. Let's go ahead and move on to the next craft. I got this little zipper pouch from the Dollar Tree, and I have been using it for my gel pens. I wanted to make sure that, one, it would be pretty sturdy and it would actually work to hold all of my gel pens because I have a ton of them. So I used my Cricut to cut out the word gel pens and some flowers. We're going to go ahead and just put that on the front. And then I'm going to take my scraper tool, make sure that it's on there really good. Let's try to get it as center as possible, of course. And then peel it up. Oops, forgot to use my scraper tool. Okay. Alright, since the flowers are so big, I'm just going to peel them off, kind of like stickers, and just stick them on there. Alright, I think that is really cute. So let's go ahead and add in my gel pens. I have so many, and I got these from Five Below. These are just kind of like regular pens, but I have a ton of gel pens. Alright, so there we go. We have a whole pouch full of the gel pens. I love having these little portable kind of folder things because if I want to go and journal on the couch while I'm watching a show, it's just easy to pick it up and go rather than having them in like little cups. So this is really, really nice, and for $1.25 you really can't beat that. I hope that you all enjoyed today's video. I had so much fun making all of these vinyl crafts. If you have been burned out by your Cricut in the past, I highly recommend just pulling it out, doing some fun little vinyl crafts. That way that you can go ahead and get back into the groove of it. I really enjoyed using my Cricut Air 2. All of the supplies will be listed down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!